Oh, my opponent showed me his last card in his hand from last round, and I didn't even see it until my round two. So his last card was pretty good too. I got to mulligan this. Unfortunately, one land. I think we got to do better than that. This is better. Can actually play stuff with this hand. Jungle Hollow. So we don't have our blue source yet, but thankfully that's not that big of a deal. It's a pretty good turn two. All right. I think we're going for morph first. Does that make sense? I feel like this card's better mid to late. Secret plans. Yeah, I took one of those too. Now I know where my second one went. All right. Kind of wish I had just Sky Elder in this deck. It's pretty awesome for Sultai. Hmm. Yeah, I think we're getting rid of that guy. I'm in no real rush to morph, and this also puts a card in my graveyard and stops him from going bonkers with just Sky Elder. Additionally, debilitating injury no longer deals with morph guys, so that's actually just the right play, I think. My guess is a morph creature. Oh, that was a good draw. All right, let's get Abomination down there. Face down, of course. Then next turn I can play a land, swing. If he doesn't block, possibly just do Hooting Mandrills post-combat, but we'll get it all figured out. We'll get this all squared away. All right, well, definitely swinging into it. So we're going to let that go through, and then we're going to play our Hooting Mandrills. He is missing his fourth land. All right, unblockable dude. think we're likely ditching the flock this time around. This could be a ripper, I guess, but that's all right. Let's just swing in. No blocks. So could actually let it through and then flock to block his morph guy. Kind of like that. I'm a little bit behind on the race now. So I think I'm going to do that. Because I presume he's just going to swing into it. And he is going to force me to morph, but I certainly don't mind having the nice blocker here. We also have the Bloodsucker in a pinch if I can't find removal for the Mystic. We also have Become Immense, which is starting to get close to lethal here. Alright, take our damage. Pretty sure I'm just going to unmorph the flock here. Yeah. The reason being is because I'm going to probably be using all my mana for this. But at this point, well, there's a chance we could get him good here. I'm kind of tempted to attack with both, see how he blocks. Possibly Become Immense on the Mandrills could be pretty outrageous. But if he blocks like this and this, then I think I just unmorph. Yeah, I got a good attack here, actually. Depends on how he blocks. All right, so this block he forces me to unmorph, but it's certainly not that bad for us. So we're not going to kill his guy. The only reason I didn't unmorph that pre-combat is I think his blocking might have been different. Now we're pretty close to lethal at this point. Well, can't block that. All right. Well, let's guess if he has removal, I'd like him to do it in response to my Bloodsucker, so I know what I'm getting myself into here. All right, well, feel pretty comfortable with this one. So we'll just swing with the Abomination. I can't use Become Immense. But I will use the Abomination ability. Zone Abomination, you say. Alright, well, guess I'll accept that. Oh, he didn't block. It's interesting. So let's get rid of the land. Still can't quite afford the Become Immense. Kind of tempted to leave up the Bloodsucker. I mean, Bloodsucker's just lethal next turn. It also protects me a little bit. I'm going to play it safe. I think it plays it safer if I just don't don't use my mana to morph that. I'd rather use it to sack my flock at the end of his turn. And then we're just in lethal territory at that point with just through sacrifices. Like, he could kill us with the Become Immense here, so I think it's better to just chill, hold off a little bit. And I doubt he's got instant speed life gain, so... But he could have instant speed creature removal. I guess that's true. Well, I'll make him use it. Whatever. Yeah, so he's got 2 mana up. It's likely not enough to do anything substantial, so let's pair mana. Let's sack the flock. Make him lose life. We gain life. And did I just go for it? I'm trying to think what he would have at 2 mana. I can't think of anything. I think I can just sack anyway. Alright. So, Bloodsucker for the win. Very nice. And we're playing against a mirror match. Sultai. Didn't see any delve cards out of him, but certainly saw some good cards. He's, unlike us, is actually utilizing the secret plans. Rakshasa's secret actually potentially feeds his delve, but I think it's kind of necessary for what we're trying to do. Death Frenzy, he's obviously got a lot of morph, but if he's got secret plans, Death Frenzy gets a lot worse, so not really feeling that. Roar of Challenge is okay, but we only have one, like, Death Touch guy. I guess we have a couple Death Touch guys. I'll take it back. Nothing really seems super bad in this match, and nothing seems super worthy of bringing in, so I think we're just going to go to another game. And yeah, this is a good hand. Not staying super busy, but all 3 colors, I don't think you can deny the power of all 3 colors. We get to Outlast too, which is kind of nice. Stay busy with that. I guess if he has the just Sky guy again, I guess I'm not going to Outlast. But Embodiment of Spring, I'll definitely Outlast. Rakshasa's Secret. I see. Alright. Let's Outlast here. Next turn, I think we just morph in the Abomination. Not ready to play Bloodsucker yet. I like to play the Bloodsucker on a little bit more of a developed board. And I don't want to do the secret yet either, even though I've got the delve card for it. Yeah, it was a good draw. Let's just get our morph guy down and then pass. And then we'll follow up with the Nightblade, and suddenly this guy's a lot better. Not ready to play the secret yet, for obvious reasons. I'd like him to play, and well, I'd like him to get down to 2 cards left in his hand, to be honest. If he has 3 cards in his hand at the end of this turn, it's going to be hard to resist the Rakshasa secret, I guess. Yeah, maybe I've got to do it. It's only, I feel like we're going to tear up his hand pretty good. I guess, well, it's debatable, isn't it? He's going to draw. He's going to be up to 4. Do you think it's likely he plays 2 cards next turn? Well, it's certainly possible. I don't really have another great play here. I guess I've got the Nightblade. Clogs up the board really good. So I could play Nightblade technically, and then next turn play Rakshasa's Secret. Hope he's got 2 cards left in hand. I think I... I definitely want to hit him right at 2 cards left in hand. How likely is it he plays 2 spells next turn? I guess it's not super likely, but... I'm going to play the Nightblade. I want him to get at 2 cards left in hand, so we're going to give him 1 more turn. Could swing with my Death Touch guy, I suppose, but then he can kind of crack back, so I guess we chill 1 more turn. I'm likely doing Rakshasa's Secret following turn, though, depending on what he plays, of course. So he just wants to pump. Take down my Death Toucher. I don't think I've got a problem with that. That eats up his whole turn. This feels like a good... I feel like this is good for me. He uses all of his land. I guess maybe that tells me he's only got lands left in his hand. I'm not sure. Seems like a reasonable trade for me, though, to be honest. Alright, well, guess now I'm tempted to just bash. So I don't want him to block and sack, so let's just unmorph now and get in. And we'll use it, I guess. I'm trying to think what we're getting rid of. I don't know yet. Basically, I just want to secret him when he's got 2 cards left in hand. No reason to swing with the Nightblade since he would have just blocked it, so this still works out. What are we discarding? I definitely want to use the ability, so we might have to get rid of the Mystic based on this hand. Do I need a 6th land? Guess technically I don't, so... Although 6th land next turn would let me morph plus Rakshasa's Secret, but... All of these spells are more important than an island to me, so we'll just get rid of the island. Alright, so now we're going to make him discard. I think we have to. Oh, so tie charm. Nice. It's alright. Let's, I guess we... Swing first with Abomination. Maybe I did need that island. Alright, land here I'm going to keep, so let's dump the... Thinking the Mystic? I guess the Mystic's too slow, so let's get rid of the Mystic. Let's play a land. Let's play Secret. Get rid of his last two cards. Hopefully they're important. Water Whirls, yeah. Yeah, I'd say they're a little bit important. Alright, so we got rid of a Forest and a Bitter Revelation. Let's just play the Bloodsucker and pass. I mean, technically we've got lethal next turn if we can connect with everything. Alright, that's pretty good here. May have to just sack that fellow. But now I don't see him logically unmorphing, so I kind of feel like he should have done that pre-combat, but maybe not. So what unmorphs for 4 mana? So it could be the unblockable dude. I think I'll just... think I'll take it. Not thrilled about that, but it seems okay. Ooh. Highland Game's pretty good. Well, let's just swing with these two. No blocks. So it could sack this. He has no cards left in hand. Sack this, you lose 2, you go to 12. 5. I think we're actually 1 short of killing him. Let me think about this. So, okay, I pay 3. 1, 2, 3. I sack this. He goes to 12. He takes another 5. He goes to 7. I go become immense. He goes to 1. It's not lethal. It is not lethal. That's okay. Let's just sack the... Abomination. Make him lose some life. Leave Sultai Charm up's not bad. So I guess I can just become immense here. And deal... be 1 damage short. It's certainly going to make him be on the defensive. And then he's probably just dead next turn if I lose this guy, right? So I guess that makes sense. Let's just pump up and get our damage in there. Might as well not waste all of my delve. One damage short of lethal, but he has no cards in hand, 3 morph guys. No lifelink that I really know about. Sidisi's pet, but that's not enough life to really get him out of this situation, I don't think. This guy's Death Touch now, too, which is pretty good. And his last card was a land, so he's got to stay back. And I think he can't even really do that. Yeah. So I think we just do that. And that should be game. Just in case. I don't know why. Alright. Bloodsucker for the win. Card plays really well. Wow. Alright. I'll see round 2. Or round 3, excuse me.